welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Volvo again. Just a little update on where we last were. We have completely cleaned this inside, no water. All we got to do is put that little vent back and looks like fix the harness over there. But aside from that, we also took this, loaded it up on the trailer and took it over to the dealership and got a brand new key for it. I tried the whole ordering it off of eBay thing, and it didn't end up, and you needed a barcode to be able to program it to the car. So we'll be returning that. That's not a big deal. But yeah, we got this new key, and here we go. She fires right up. And runs pretty darn good. I can't leave it running for long because the radiator does need a new radiator, but I just wanted to show you that it does run, but we do have another issue here with our either this dimming switch for the cluster, or we have an issue with our display altogether. One more thing to look into, but not that big a deal. We'll get that figured out. But today's video, we're going to be starting to rebuild this interior back up so that all the interior is taken care of, because we do not have the front end parts yet. So let's start getting into it. So I got a little change of plans here. When I started installing the second row carpet, I found out that you may be able to see some color difference, but the bottom is still a little damp, and I do not want to put it in until it is completely dry. So I'm going to leave those out for a little bit longer, but there's still plenty to be done. We can put our fender liners back on, a couple screws inside just to hold them in there. But really, I think we're going to start digging into this dash to figure out why we're not getting any lights over here. We may start with the dimmer. We'll see if there's a relay or something behind there that maybe a fuse is blowing or something, and see if maybe the issues with the dimmer here, or if the issue is actually with the cluster. I'm gonna guess it's the cluster because I'm not getting any readings from any of this, and I don't think it would all be run through here as like an all power no power thing. So we're gonna start looking into that. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to pull this panel off and see if there's maybe a couple screws in there I can get to it or something. So I will check back in with you guys when I get this off. Alright, so overall it wasn't too bad getting into here. I'm going to show you this cover. It had two screws. It goes like this. Goes like this. You got your one screw there. You can see the hole. You got your one on the other side, and then it pops right out. It's got one clip on the bottom either side, and then your little alignment tab there. And then as far as the cluster, one screw on either side, and then I broke the clip here. But if you look in there, it's more of one of those clips, but it's, there you go. The orientation of it is straight up, so you have to basically lift up on your instrument cluster to get it out of there. Which obviously I did not know, and it's not very, doesn't make much logical sense to do it that way, but that's alright. it's not a big deal. I don't think it really matters that I broke this because it wasn't working anyway. So now I have to figure out what I got to do to get to test this. I may pull some of the wires out of there just to see if I can't get something to do something. And we may go to the junkyard to see if we can get one. I know there's a car there, not sure if this has been taken out of it yet. So we may do that as well. And that will really, I can always return that too. So if it is broken as well, I can return it, so that's not a big deal either. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can't figure out a way to test this to see if there's maybe something went bad or what the case may be. But yeah, and another interesting little thing is that right there. That is a Ford Motor Company steering rack. Look at that. Or steering column, not steering rack. I had no idea, but of course we got Volvo putting their sticker on it. But other than that, I think we are at a stopping point for today. Or maybe not, I don't know. We may do a couple other odds and ends. We'll get those fender liners on. Don't mind my seat. It's a little high, but gets the job done. And I'm also going to mess with this to see if I can't figure out what exactly is wrong with it. Maybe it just goes bad. I did a little research, and these have been known to go bad where nothing will work, and it's generally an issue with the cluster. So we will get that taken care of. Not sure if it's going to take, if the mileage is counted in here or if it's counted in the car. But I'd really like to get this working. Maybe change this top portion and see if I can get everything to work and keep the mileage that it has on it. Because like I said before, it should have somewhere in the vicinity of, not sure if you can see it on there, 100 and, I don't know, 20,000 miles or so. I'm thinking on the high end. So yeah, I'd really like to keep the mileage of it. Yeah. Alright guys, so we just got back from the junkyard. They wouldn't let me film, so I didn't even bother trying to get anything. But we got lots of goodies. We got this is a little cover that goes over the hood latch. It's kind of dark, but we got the upper radiator support. We got a new radiator and stuff. Radiator fan, as you can see. Should have got that cover. Damn. We're broken here on the radiator fan, shroud, and both of our tabs on the radiator support are broken. We also got our radiator pushed in a little bit, so we'll probably change that out. Wasn't too bad. I think altogether we were, I don't know, somewhere $300 range. We also got lots of other goodies. A couple headlights. This I thought was going to fit, but it doesn't. It's different. So we'll be returning that. As well as we got our B-pillar clips. You can see we've got that all installed now. Looking good. And lastly, we picked up this guy, which is out of a car with 240,000 miles. It works and everything, but as soon as I plugged this one and saw that, I tried my display again. Let's just guys can see, look, not back together yet, but with the key in, everything lights up, and we are looking at just under 116,000 miles. Looks like there's an airbag light. We'll check that as soon as we get everything put back together, or we get to a stopping point. But everything looks to be in good working order. Everything works as far as I can tell. Do need to still find this button, but I'm super happy that this is working again. That's awesome news. Awesome, awesome. So let's get this battery unhooked and we will continue putting the dash back together.